lovely people. I hope the weather is gorgeous wherever you are in the world. It's very sunny and hot here today. So I'm in the cool shade and I'm going to do a video for you. Right, so where do we start? We'll start with the stamps. I'm going to do a living ear scene using the fairy, the mushroom, my all-time favourite Moochie cat, and some foliage and stuff. Okay. Should just put those to one side for now. Right, airless misters. I love these. They're very easy to build your backgrounds with because they're a pump action thing, but you can spray these in any direction, upside down, whatever. So you never get stuck for a good flow. And I'm going to be using a dark one which is called Night Reflection and Purple Spell. So they're going to be my night sky, but I'm also going to add a little bit of red into my sky and into my ground, using the Colour Cloud blending inks, Crimson Kiss, nice deep colour. That's my blending brushes for that. I've got a couple of sparkly pens for my fairy wings and the moon, etc. A paintbrush for using with my bleed proof whites, which I shall use that at some point in there. I've got my moon mask from one of my stencil sets, which is circles and spheres, I believe. Bit of scrap, that's to make my, that's in case if I decide to do a sentiment. So I've got them there ready. The inks for stamping, I've got my VersaFine Clair Morning Mist. It's a little bit greyish for things in the distance, and Fantasia for my main stamping. Mainly because my black has run out and I've still not got round to getting a new one yet. Busy. So my card is an A5, 15 by 21 centimetres. The mat is 13 by 19 centimetres, and my topper is 12 by 18 centimetres. All nice and even, so you get a nice couple of borders around, I think. So I'm going to put those up there out of the way for now. Now then, I'm going to put down, seeing as the mister is going to be the first thing I do, I'm going to move these out of the way because everything will get sprayed probably. I am a messy crafter at times. I have my moments. So I'm going to lay down a couple of pieces of this kitchen paper as well, just to catch all my mist, because it does tend to go everywhere when I'm using it anyway. So I'm going to have my moon about there, I think. I want it quite prominent. I'm hoping it won't go underneath. Could have done with sticking it down really, but let's see where it goes anyway. Right, so you don't have to shake these either, otherwise you just end up with bubbles. I'm going to have a light mist of black, and I'm coming directly above this. You can't see that on the camera, but the lighter you spray it, the bigger blobs come out. So depending on what you want. And now I'm going to now I'm using the purple. Perfect. Might go a bit more black in that sky area. Yeah, the black is quite blobby actually, isn't it? Right, so while that's there, I'm just going to pull that over. I'm going to pick up some of those bigger blobs. I don't want it to be too dark anyway. I'll do a bit with the ground as well, I think. Just because I can. Do you know what? I think I've sprayed that over me as well. I have. Got it all over me top. Well, there's lesson learnt. Right. I think it's water based, so it should come out. as I say, really you're better off doing this inside a box, and it has gone under my moon, but never mind, we can remedy that with a bit of what do you call it, Dr. Martens bleed proof white. Right, let's get that out of the way. Let's wipe this lot up before I make any more mess with it. Yeah, I've managed to spray everything. That's it, including me and my top. Wipe some of that off. There you go. Right, we're good to go. Let's give that a quick drying. Just a little bit, because I'm going to dry again in a minute. Right, so now I want to add a bit of, let's get another bit of scrap piece of card, tear it. I prefer me hills and things done with torn card than I do with using the masks, to be honest, because they're a bit too smooth for my liking. Right, so I want to be careful with this because this is a brand new one. I've only just opened this morning, so I'm going to go with the small brush to start with to see what we get. Let's have a bit of scrap to blot on as well. Yeah, you can see how juicy that is. The thing you do is you push it down, let the pad come up, that pushes the ink to the bottom, and then you just use off your pad really. Well, I don't want that amount, so right, let's do it so it looks like hills going that way, I think. Mainly on my card up there, and just giving it a light edge below it to create a nice little hill like that. And we can do these in all directions. The more shadow you want behind it, then obviously the deeper you come down onto your main card, your main topper. Like that. Pretty. I've probably got enough in there. Perhaps not. Go a little bit darker. And I'm going to fill that in a little bit as well, because this will be the ground after all, so I want it to be a little bit different to the sky. Let's do this one again as well. We'll elongate this down a bit as well, instead of leaving it just a small bit. Let's cover some of this ground. Do you know, I do prefer these little brushes to these, to be honest with you. These, they tend to get clogged up. Mine are anyway, very well used. I'll put that away. But with these inks, these colour clouds don't seem to clog your brushes. They're a lot wetter than your oxides and that. But obviously you want your oxides for when you want to do your water splashes and stuff like that. Different things for different projects. Oh, that's good. I'm liking that. I'm liking the colours in this. I'm liking me colourways. I think also with these colour clouds, when you stamp over, it doesn't interfere with what you've stamped on top. I find with the oxides, it seems to kind of bleed through your versifying clouds. I find. I don't think it does it with these. Again, like I say, different types of inks for different projects. You know, I'm not knocking the oxides because I do love them and I've got lots of them and that, but and I know many of us do swear by them. Nice bit of ground going on there. I'll just put in some little random bits because we'll have mushrooms and things to park, if you like. There, lots of busy ground. And then I'm just going to just fill some of this in. Make it a bit more pinky. And I am going to put a little bit in the sky as well of this red, just a little bit here and there. And definitely around the edges. It's going to go all the way around anyway, so. Right, okay, that's the edges done. Bring some clouds in. Where's that paper gone? Let's make some fluffy-ish clouds. See if I can tear this in a more rounded way. See where that goes. Create a cloud or two. That way and that. And then it run into the picture. Like that. There you go. And we'll do another one over here. Bit of cloud. There you go, got some clouds coming across the moon as well now, so get rid of that rubbish. Get rid of that rubbish, might need that again at some point. My top on there, and there. So easy to use these colour clouds, I do love them, absolutely love them. It can all go over there, let's give that a quick wipe so it don't get all on the back of the card. Right, so that's that all done. I think now we shall stamp the mushroom into place first, because I want to do it so that, let's just move that there so make sure you guys can see what I'm doing. Let's put that in there. Right, let's get some kind of a plan going on, because I want Mooch down here. And I want this toadstool, but I don't want all of that stem. I want it to be not too tall. I might bring it down a little bit to there. And then have Ariel standing on the edge of it there like that, sprinkling some magic over the cat. And then I'll just do some little background mushrooms and things. Yes. Right. Let's have a look then. So, what I shall do is need to bring that up a bit first of all. Do that mushroom to there. To that part there. Doesn't have to be right on the paper. In fact, I'm going to go off the edge slightly. Put the magnets where we need them. Right, I'm going to do that there. I suppose I should mark that, shouldn't I? I usually mark that with my white pen, don't I? I've got my white pen. Just my way of doing things. I know other people have other ways, but I find this way easier. I mark what's underneath, then I know where to ink up to. And let's get the Versifine Claire Fantasia even. That's it. Use my, find it easy using this. The top of my platform's got like a, I don't know if you can hear it, it's like gridded. When you rub it, it can hurt your fingers. So using this is much kinder. And you get a better pressure pushing down on it as well. So there we go, that's just nice. I will go over that again, just that wrong one. Just to make sure it's nice and dark. I want it to stand out well. That's it. Give it time to soak into the paper. That's better. Right, so that's that done. Wipe that off there. Let's put that one away. Now it's a Moochie cat. Let's get him in place. He can be sitting here in this. Don't want him too far away. Let's put him there. I'm going to go over him again as well so he's darker. I don't mind it, you know, stamping in the Fantasia, that purpley tint to it, because I think it ties in well with the background anyway. There you go. And it's so dark it looks almost black anyway when you go over it twice. So, get a grip, Ange. That's it. Now we've got Ariel. We can put her in place now. She can be, I can bring this down as well now. Ariel can be standing on the edge of this mushroom like that. Let me just get that a minute. Let me just. Right, there's a little lump in the mushroom there that fits perfectly to her foot. Right. And there it is. Is that still going to fit? Yeah. Time to soak in. And again, I shall repeat. Make it nice and dark. Lovely. Exactly where I want it all to be. Let's put that back in there. Right, now for some of the background mushrooms. Probably look a bit. I'm coming off that edge and then have some more further back. Right, okay. Don't know if the grey will stand out enough on that. That's another way to find out, isn't there? To be that inner edge. Yeah, see, that's not putting much ink on there at all, is it? Let's see anyway. I don't want them to be too prominent. Yeah, you can barely see that. Okay, so we're not using that. We're just going to stick with the Twilight. I think, not the Twilight, the... Oh, that's a point. Twilight, okay. Let's swap the Morning Mist and be Twilight. That'll give a nice dark, that'll give us a nice dark mushroom, won't it? There you are, that's got more of what I want. Let's get rid of that excess around there that I've put on. I always manage to get it around the edges. I do. And then if it gets on your paper, it spoils. That's better. That looks like it's in the distance. I want it on that edge of the mushroom, but not on the edge of that stamp. That's more like it, isn't it? Right, so them ones there. I'm going to also put them some over here. White pen. I don't want that to go over me toader. See, I can put that blue on, but put it on quite lightly so I literally don't get too dark an image, but dark enough to see it, to look like it's in the background. There's that one there. Perfect. I think it needs perhaps a little bit more. Not so perfect. That should be better. I'm just dabbing it on like this to get a little bit of ink on it rather than saturating it. There you go. I want to see it, but I don't want it to be darker than my main mushroom, which it won't be anyway, because I shall put some sparkly pens on that anyway. Anywhere else? Could put some there. Bear in mind I'll be highlighting all her things, so it will look like it's shoved in the background. Pen don't want to work on there today. This one definitely needs to be lighter. That's it. Right, let's look at that colour. Right, let's put some bits of grass and stuff around. That's them ones done with for now. So we've got two lots of grass. We've got the big one and the small one. We'll have the small one in the background then. Stamps don't feel very sticky. Let's give it a wipe. That's better. Yeah, they're quite long grasses, aren't they? Halfway down. I mean, I shall highlight her, so she won't disappear. Looks like she's disappearing now, but I'll bring her back. I will bring her back. You've got to have some grass in the background, haven't we? That's it. A bit more coming this way. Again, I'm not inking to the bottom of the stamp, just halfway down. Some more in there. Right, I'm going to use the other grass later because I need it to overlap other things. Right, so for now, let's leave that there for now. I need to ground the cat, so I need a bit more of that red. We need to make it really dark this time. There's a bit of that paper. We need to ground Moochie. It looks like he's floating otherwise. We don't want a floating cat. I'm going to let that stay dark because I want that bit of ground to be dark. That's it. Moochie is no longer floating. Okay. A bit dark under there as well. Under his feet and tail. There we go. Right. Put that back in there. So far so good. I'm not liking this black bit sticking out there. I don't mind a bit where the clouds are, but looking good so far. So now we'll start colouring little bits and pieces in. So I want to do these mushrooms. I wonder if that the white's not working so well at the minute. Let's have a look. What colour can we put on the mushrooms? Red and what's that gold there? Gold and red. What about, I think you can still see what I'm doing. It's gold and red. The toadstool has little spots on, but it's got circles around. It's got rings around the spots. So I'm going to do those in gold. It's a kind of a red gold. Just try and make it, you know, stand out, make it look pretty. We want sparkles. And there's one right there between our foot. And then I'm also going to go over that there to give that a bit of sparkle on the edge of the mushroom. And the underneath, just lightly. Not completely block it in, but then I'm going to go with the red, pinky red. Oh, missed one there. I've missed that one. Put that one in gold. That's it. Then I'm going to go red on the inside, I think. I'm hoping it will stand out enough. all blend, so it don't all blend into one. It does. Oh well. I think that looks alright actually. Yeah, it all blends into one, don't it? Should have used a normal gold. Never mind, but it still looks nice. Shiny mushroom. Okay. And her wings, I've got this silver with a metallic green in it. Copper green. Silver with metallic copper green. Right, okay, so let's do her wings in that colour because I want her to be nice and sparkly. Oh yeah, that's nice actually. Yeah, that is nice actually. Again, it's them metallic pens that I use, Pentel Metallics. And this colour is, like I say, it's got it looks silver when you look at it straight on, but then if you tilt it, you can see gold and green in it as well. Gold and green sparkles. It's lovely. It's beautiful. That's her wings done. You see that? And you get that golden green sparkle. That's for going around the moon later. You can hardly see her wings now, so I'm going to have to go around them. We don't want them to disappear altogether, do we? Just go around them in black, give them an edge. Like that. So that we know she's got some wings there. There you go. Now, the bleed proof white. This is almost empty as well. But there's enough in here for what I need to do with it. What I want to do is not too dark, so I'll put it in there with a bit of water. I want to create a swirl around the cat. So how do I do this? Right, so from her wand, might need a smaller brush. From her wand, I want it to kind of come around. So it goes around Moochie. And from there, around his body there. Comes out there. I want that to come wide. So where it comes around there, that would be wider as well. So I've got to fill all that in. Try and not go over his fur. Still want to see that it's around him. And then how would it come? It'd be a lot thicker than that there, so around there. And I want it to be kind of see-through, but not too see-through. So there. And then it'd be wide, and then come up to a small point. like that. I'm going to use this also to highlight my fairy. Let's push everything into the background. So magic wand. Not as easier to use a thin pen. And the white lines are far too thick. I can draw them down again, can't I? The moon is right behind us, so I can have reflections coming off her in all places. And let's give Moochie a bit of highlight. Oh, I need a finer brush. It's the finest one I've got. It is. I need to get myself a finer brush. Try and do it lightly over Moochie Pooch. Speaking of which, not seen my little visitor yet today. Indicate that there's whiskers there. Yeah, you're a magical Moochie Pooch. And I'm going to do this mushroom as well. And the moon can come down this side. See what I like to put my highlights in, it pushes everything to the back. But we do want her hand to show. We do want to see her wand. So it's magical. I'm going to put a little bit of light around some of these. With a concentration. Right, so the mushrooms all look like they're now back in the background, and I just need to lighten that swish around Poochie now, around Moochie Poochie now, because I don't want it to be that dark. I want it to be hazy. So I'm watering that down a bit. Let's make a bit of cloth. I only picked up the wrong brush then, that would have been a disaster, wouldn't it? Make it hazy. Swish it out. I should have used watercolour paper as well, really. I never thought we'd be doing this. got a mist going around him now. So I'm going to let's dry that off a little bit. And then what I'll do is, right, I was thinking whether to use mica mixed with a bit of water and gum, or shall I just use a gold pen? Decisions. Looking good so far though. While I think about it, let me just put some colour under them mushrooms. That will mix in with that white then. Just to make them look like they're all the same kind. Put some spots on. Right, let's just stamp some grass in. In fact, I better not have that. I better have that away from the edges. And stamp some grass down here. Just get some foreground. What should we call it? Mooches Magical Moment. How about that? Mooches Magical Moment. Yeah, that's a good one to call it, I think. I think that'll do. Right, I'm gonna use a gold pen, I think. If I use the mica and splash it, it might go too nuts. Might go too wild. I'm not going to be using the fairy charms, I don't think. I might put some at the top. Let's have a look. We'll see in a bit. Right, where's my actual gold pen? It's funny how the one you want is always right at the bottom somewhere, isn't it? No, it's not it. Where is it? Where is it? Goodness sake. Right, so I want to put some nice little gold sparkles around her wand so that there's magic everywhere around the fairy. And then there's one of a little stream of sparkles all around Mooch. Moochy pooch. Like that. It looks like he's covered in magic. There, I think he looks nice now. He's covered in magic. Little moochy pooch. I don't know if you can pick it. I don't know if that's picking it up or not, but you can see where I've put the gold sparkles in. So now I'm just going to put, I think, a couple of these fairy charms, just because I can, dangling down there. We'll have one there, and one there, one up there. Just for added interest. Nothing around the top. I've usually got trees or something up there, but not today. Yeah, looks nice, doesn't it? And that one can come down there. That one can go up there. And this one can come down there. Like that. Oh, I should have planted it on that blue, shouldn't I? On that blob. I can still do that. I'm making a right mess of that one, look at it. Don't want that all over the place, do I? Right, so I'm going to do, let's see, that flower, that doesn't cover much. That heart one, and another heart one just there, and I'm going to put it right on that blob. Because it won't look so obvious. So many people chuck good bits of work out because they make these little mistakes. But yeah, mistakes, welcome or embrace them. You can always do something. You can always do something to cover it up. There's always, where there's a will, there's a way, as they say. And that one, I'm going to cover up with that little flower there. You'd never know. You'd never know. See? Put another one up there. That didn't work. Can go up there. And again, it can go here. right on that edge. Little magical charms, little magic fairy charms. Plonk in everywhere. Just clean that one up, get rid of that one. Keep hearing bikes and thinking it's my brothers coming to visit me. No such luck. That one there, and last and not least, it can go on that corner there. If I can get that to sit down a bit. That's it. Job's a good one. There. That can come off there. That can go away. They can go back on their little cover. And let's keep everything in its place. You don't put it away, it gets stuck onto something else and then you can't find it. As I'm sure you've all had a go with that. That's that, done. There. A little bit of magic. What I will do is get that back out. A finer brush, I think that's still wet enough in there, yes. And I'm just going to put a little shine on each one of these, just a little flick of white. Just because it makes them sparkle. Okay. I'll round that off as well. Round off my moon. And we're at it. Yeah. Job's a good one. I think we've done. So there, we'll just glue this to this. Still enjoying my glue gun, my glue squeezer. good bit of kit. It's giving me a very thin line. I've got my thin one in at the minute, so I'll put plenty on. And here we've done it. It is good strong glue as well. Let's get nearer to the edge. I want them edges to stick down, not curl up. Yep. I think definitely this needs to be called Mooches Magical Moment. You can do this effect also with if you're not, you know, a user of the bleed proof white paint, you can use a white chalk pencil or yellow or whatever colour you want your little mist to be. But yeah, you can do that with a chalk pencil as well. Just lay your colour and then blend it out a little bit, and there you go. I don't think I'll bother putting a sentiment on. I wonder where to put it. Every dream begins with a wish. I suppose I could have a little sentiment up the top. Maybe I'll add one. I'll think about it. But there's your main card. I hope you enjoyed watching this, and I hope it inspires you to have a go yourselves at creating something similar. Okay, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.